Hi, this is Chris Potter. On this video I'm going to talk about developing your tone in the low register of the bass flute. Now you have to understand that you need to practice these exercises every day for about 3 weeks. And then you'll start hearing your tone improving. It doesn't do any good to practice half an hour on one day and then not at all for the next 2. It's sort of like dieting. You just wouldn't get anywhere. So you have to commit yourself to practicing low tone exercises at least 15 minutes every day for the next 3 weeks in order to notice any kind of improvement. The other thing I want to point out is that flute players, like singers, are very dependent upon what's going on inside their bodies to make the tone of the flute. If I were to talk to you like this, you could instantly hear that there had been a change in the quality of my voice. That's because I've got my teeth together. But if I open them up like that, you can hear that the tone is more resonant. The exact same things happens when you play the flute, not just the bass flute, but all the flutes. So you have to be really conscious of what's going on inside the mouth especially, and also the throat. So let's do some little experimenting with a range of motion that is available in the lower jaw. So I want you to chew with your mouth shut. So there's quite a range of motion here, and our goal is to allow this to relax. We're not trying to force it to be open. We're trying to leave it alone so it's nice and softened. That will keep all the muscles inside the throat nice and softened. All these great things that we want to happen. The more relaxed you are when you play, the better your sound is going to be. So that's sort of a challenging aspect to it that some people have not always addressed very carefully. So we're going to try so a couple of exercises. I'll give you a couple of exercises. We're going to start on B, the middle line in the treble staff. This is a pretty good note for us. It tends to be very resonant, easy to play it with a good sound. So when you're working on tone, it's nice to start from a good note and then compare the others with that particular note. So first I'm going to just play B and then go down by 2 half steps. So I'm listening to my sound. Is it developing? Is it getting bigger? What's happening with it? You really have to turn on your critical listening skills. What's going on with my sound? I'll do that one again. So as I'm moving to that lower note, I'm thinking of opening and making the throat bigger, keeping the jaw relaxed. Okay, now I'm going to play those same 3 notes and I'm going to clench up here. You can hear the difference. Maybe this is what you sound like. I'll do that again. So I'm really clenching in here. Now I'm going to play with a better sound. I'm thinking of opening, making it bigger, relaxing, softening, releasing. Which is so much more tone there. So the first exercise uses those 3 notes. We're going to go down 3 half steps at a time. Repeat each group, trying to make it better the second time. And then we start on the note we ended and continue on down. So here we go. Now we're going to start on A. So A flat, G. Nice big breaths. If you don't have your flute out and are playing along with me, this would be a good time to get it out. So you might want to pause the video. Okay, we're going to start on G and go down. notice I did most of this without any vibrato. Vibrato can disguise a bad sound, so when we're working on tone, we want to strip away the vibrato for a while and just think about finding that core of rich, rich sound. The next exercise is built off of the one we just did. I call this one the afternoon of a faun, for lack of a better name. We're going to start on that same B. We're going to go down by half steps, a major third, and then back up again. And the bottom note, which is going to be a G, is our destination. That's the note that we really think of going for. We're going down to get this note. We're trying to make ourselves larger on the inside, thinking like, ah, as we're going down to that note. That's what's going to give us this rich, lovely register. So starting on B, going down by half steps to the G, this is what the exercise sounds like. And I do that again, I didn't think it was very good. Try it a third time. Still cracking a little bit too much into the third octave. That was the best of the three. So as you're listening, you have to really be picky about what you're hearing and say, I think I can do better than that. So then you would start on B flat. You would work your way down to the bottom of your instrument. So again, the more critically you can listen to yourself, the more picky you can be about how good you want your sound to be, the better your sound is going to be. The next step would be to choose some easy piece that you know by ear and start in one key and gradually work your way down in lower keys. So I've picked Michael Row Your Boat Ashore, which is a very easy tune. I'm hoping you can play along with me. It just starts with, we're going to do it in F major, it just starts with the notes of the F major triad. Whatever your key is, that's the notes that you're going to play. So F, A, C. The first three notes are F, A, C. Michael Row Your Boat Ashore. So then you would try it in E flat, G, B flat, our opening notes. And then you could try it in D major, so your first three notes would be D, F sharp, and A. Then you could try it in C major, and those three notes are C, E, and G. And the rest of the tune is just up or down by a step or a half step, so it's a pretty simple tune. Now, your next step would be to go to the pieces that you're actually working on in flute choir or whatever kind of ensemble, or maybe you're playing solos, to go to the slow melodies and really work on them. Really think, record yourself playing them and listen back. You'll be surprised that what you think is happening is not necessarily happening. Now, a teacher is a very good resource to have when you're working on tone, because many times somebody else can tell you when you're sounding better or what didn't work, so let's not go there. A lot of times you're not sure that you're actually making an improvement, and a teacher could tell you, yes, that's better, no, it's not, whatever. If you don't have someone in your area who plays alto or bass, you can contact me and we can try to have a couple of Skype lessons. Anyway, hopefully there'll be resources in your area, because a pair of human ears is much better than a microphone. So I hope I was able to give you some good ideas to start working on tone. Thank you very much.